Ik ga wel achterin zitten.
Vicky.
Sit.
Hello, good afternoon, and here we are live from the camp now for the first time of the coming 2019-2020 season, and for a very good reason, a reason I'm sure you're all more than aware of. There on the left, it's Josep Maria Bartomeu, and there on the right is the man that everybody's been talking about this week. It's Frenkie de Jong, and you're joining us at this historic moment because, as you can see, they've both got pens in their hands and they've got paper in front of them, and that paper is the contract that's binding Frenkie de Jong to FC Barcelona as a player. You can see the big smile on his face. He's obviously very, very happy about this moment. This is a dream come true for him, and we know it's a dream come true for him. It's not just something he's talking about. This guy is an FC Barcelona fan through and through. He's been to the Camp Nou before. He's bought Leo Messi shirts before. He's a real Barca fan, and now it's happening for him. He's becoming a Barca player. They're putting pen to paper. The details, as I'm sure you're aware, it's a 75 million euro transfer deal, bringing him to FC Barcelona from Ajax Amsterdam, plus 11 million in variables, in add-ons column that's related to appearances and trophies and things like that. I'm not sure exactly. We're going to find out the exact details of what those entail later on, I'm sure. That's the details that we're going to be getting. So here we are, live as the two put pen to paper, and beautiful stereo here because Mr. Bartomeu, of course, is left-handed and Frankie's right-footed and right-handed. There's another smile for the camera. Aquí estamos, estoy hablando en inglés, lo siento para los que no me entienden en inglés, sí que voy a intentar también hablar un poco en castellano. Ya saben ustedes por qué estamos aquí porque Frenkie de Jong hoy oficialmente firma como jugador del FC Barcelona, llegando desde el Ajax de Amsterdam por un precio de 75.000 euros más 11.000 en variables. Y aquí mismo están pues ya está hecho, ya está firmado. Dan la mano, el abrazo, ya es oficial. Frenkie de Jong ya nos pertenece, ya es jugador del Barça. There you go, we've seen them, they've shaken hands, they've done the smiling, and here comes the shirt. And of course, a very special shirt, very different shirt this year. A lot of you talking about it. This is the brand new Barca shirt, which is the checkered design, the squared design. The first time ever that we're not wearing stripes. Lovely design. It's inspired, in fact, by the Eixample district of FC Barcelona, which has got those iconic square blocks, and that's the design that's got everyone so happy. But there's Eric Abidal just joining them there on the right. He's somebody who's going to be speaking later on. I'll talk you through what the schedule we've got coming up. We're a bit behind schedule. We're meant to be starting at about 6:15. It's now 6:40, 20 to 7 here in Barcelona. But what we're going to be getting after the signature is he's going to be going out onto the pitch and appearing for the fans. He'll be wearing his shirt, so he's going to go down to the changing rooms and get kitted up. He'll be appearing in front of the fans. There's a huge crowd outside withstanding the sweltering heat here in Barcelona at the moment. They're waiting for the moment for Frenkie de Jong to go out onto the stadium. And then we've got the press conferences coming up later on as well. It's going to be his first official press conference as an FC Barcelona player. He spoke to the press yesterday. We'll be speaking a bit about that later on his arrival. He arrived yesterday and he went to the club megastore, appeared for some photos there and spoke a little bit to FCBarcelona.com, gave an interview. So we've had some words from him, but these will be his first official words as an FC Barcelona player. Estaba hablando un poco de lo que nos viene después de la firma, pues como tiene que hacer, pues se va a vestir con los colores blaugrana, con la nueva camiseta nueva de la temporada que viene, el diseño a cuadros que nos encanta tanto, que está inspirado en el barrio Eixample de Barcelona, de la ciudad de Barcelona. Entonces se van a vestirse con el uniforme del Barça, aparecer en el campo, saludar a los aficionados. Hay montones de aficionados ya en este calor barcelonés, lo están aguantando, esperando el momento, están ahí ya en las gradas y a continuación tendremos la rueda de prensa, la primera rueda de prensa de Frenkie de Jong como jugador. There he is with his girlfriend, Mickey Kimene is her name. That's Frankie's girlfriend. A lovely couple. There's a really sweet picture of them, in fact, together when they came to the Camp Nou a few years ago. And just like two normal tourists, there they are appearing in wearing Barca colours and just enjoying being in the stadium. Who would have thought that just 2 or 3 years later they'd be back here, but this time for Frenkie to become a player. And I believe these are his parents as well, because I saw some pictures online of his dad earlier on. I understand, in fact, correct me if I'm wrong, his dad's actually a Feyenoord fan, so I think he's probably a bit disappointed when his son went on and joined Ajax Amsterdam. Well, disappointed, how could he be disappointed? But, you know, obviously he's Feyenoord through and through. Whether he shares Frankie's support for Barca as well, I don't know. There's all kinds of friends and family have come. I believe that must be his younger brother. He's a footballer as well, his younger brother. I forget his name. Only at amateur level, not a pro like his other brother. But he plays football too, who knows? He may have a future ahead of him, I don't know. Frenkie con su familia, hemos visto a su novia, Mickey Kimene, si pronuncio bien los nombres holandeses, y también su familia y varias personas que han venido con él desde Holanda, todos aquí posando para fotos con Frenkie. Este niño creo que es su hermano, que también es futbolista, pero a nivel amateur regional en Holanda. Y también nos estaba comentando que el padre de Frenkie, tengo entendido que es aficionado de toda la vida del Feyenoord, aunque su hijo se fue a jugar con el gran rival, con el Ajax. So happy days here at FC Barcelona as Frenkie holding the shirt. It's the first time we've seen one of the players with the new shirt, so this is quite a historic moment. He's going to be the first member of the Barca first team to actually wear the new shirt in the Camp Nou. So the first guy to wear the checkered shirt. Yeah, and my Dutch is perfect. What he just said was, yeah, everybody come in now. Let's have a photo of everybody together. We're coming to you live, of course, here on fcbarcelona.com. Also, we've got thousands, millions of people watching in on Facebook and also on YouTube. So I hope to get a chance to interact with some of you who are sending your messages through on Facebook. We've got I like De Jong says, they're going so fast it's impossible to read your messages. They are literally flying across the screen here. I'm trying to see one. Somebody said he was a good player, but it's gone so fast. We've done these streamings a lot of times, and normally we can read the YouTube messages as they come through and interact with you. This is the first time that they've been going through so quick that it's literally impossible for me to interact with anybody because they're just flicking through. They're only on the screen for about 3 seconds. They've gone. This is so heartwarming, says, you've gone. Bienvenido, you've gone. Love you, De Jong, said somebody else, and you've gone. Somebody wants a jersey. Somebody's already got the new shirt called, he's gone as well. The best signing this summer, says somebody. Happy to see with the best club in the world, says Nicholas. I got your name before you went. Good luck joining Barca. We love Frenkie. The helper of the GOAT is coming. Lots of people writing in Russian. I can actually read Russian script, but not at this speed. This is incredible. Read my message, please, says Yeptik. I read it, and it's gone. Someone there says he's the next Iniesta. A lot of people are saying he's the next Iniesta, the next Xavi, the next Paul Pogba, the next Johan Cruyff, been compared to all kinds of great midfielders. We'll be talking a bit more about his style of play, but now let's go out into... Well, we're here, we're out, this is the stadium, you can see the atmosphere here. I can tell you, it is absolutely scorchio here at the moment. It's 29 degrees, I've just checked, but it feels a lot more than that. It's the humidity factor. It is absolutely scorching. I've already got through 3 bottles of water, and I've got another one here that I'm just going to drink a little bit of. Can't work out how to put the air conditioning on in here either. It is very, very, very hot. what we're seeing here is our MC, who's doing a fantastic job. I was rather glad that I wasn't commenting at the time because I got a bit lost. There was something happening with bongos, and there's all kinds of things happening with QR codes, where he did a quiz where the supporters had to log in, and there were 10 balls and shirts on offer to the people that could answer the questions quick. It's amazing how you can do these things with the internet, so everybody can join in with the quiz. It was like a TV quiz. And then there were emoticons where with your phone you could use your emoticons and your picture would appear on the screen. There was one where you had to smile, and then there was another one where you had to pretend that you were celebrating a goal, and there was the sound of commentators going, goal, 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 and they had to imitate it in their pictures were coming. So all kinds of fun and games that we've been having in here in the build-up. The stadium, it's not only a certain area of it is available for security reasons. You can't open the whole stadium, so that's why just 2 sectors are open to the fans who were able to. It was free to get in, but you had to have a ticket before for security reasons. Of course, you can't have a free fall of people coming in. But there's huge crowds of people that have come here to welcome Frenkie de Jong to FC Barcelona, and there are thousands of you out there in internet land who are watching in, sending in your messages. Welcome to the best team in the world. A lot of people asking about signing other players. I know nothing about that, no more than you, so please don't ask me about that. Read 9, I read it, you've gone. What number will he wear? Good question. What number will he wear? I don't know if we're going to find that out today. That is a very good question, something that hasn't occurred to me. I don't know what number he's going to wear. Hopefully we're going to find out later on today. I don't know. Welcome to Barcelona. I wish you good luck. We love you. Someone there's asking me to speak in Spanish, so yeah, I'll just say if it was lo siento alguien aquí en YouTube pidiendo que diga algo en español. Estamos explicando aquí, estamos en el Camp Nou. Ya ves a la gente y estas son imágenes de antes. Esta es la llegada, unas imágenes de su día ahí con su novia Miki, aquí vistiéndose con el vestimiento de entrenamiento. Creo que son imágenes de anoche. Sí, pues esto está en el aeropuerto. These are images in the airport. This is when he was arriving. He arrived early evening last night. He was taken directly to the Camp Nou. Llegó sobre las 6 más o menos ayer fue que llegó su avión, se fue directamente al Camp Nou. Ahí está con algunos aficionados. Ahí está cuando hizo su examen médico, que me alegro de decir que aprobó sin problemas. Just saying in Spanish that this is when he was taking his medical, which he took this morning, passed it with no problem. It's just a routine thing. As you know, when all players come to any big club, they have to do a medical to make sure that all their bits are working, and in this case, they're working absolutely fine. Ahí está ahí en las instalaciones de asistencia sanitaria. La máquina de correr. Ni suda, ningún problema para Frenkie. He's had some small injury problems in the past, but nothing major, really, just nothing more than what you would normally expect a player to have to go through. He was out for a while, I believe when he was on loan back at his youth club at Willem II. He missed a little while, but that's about it, so there's no real reason to have any concern. But it's just a routine thing that a player always does on arrival. They have to take a medical test. We've got some young lads from the FC Barcelona Escola, and as has been the tradition at these presentations in recent years, he'll have a little kick around with some of the young lads. Nuestro maestro de ceremonias ha estado haciendo un trabajo increíble. No lo han visto ustedes, pero antes han hecho un quiz, un concurso que se hace con el móvil, haciendo unas preguntas sobre De Jong, con premios, y luego con el móvil la gente puede conectar con el marcador, aparecían sus fotos, sus imágenes con emoticonos, tenían que imitar la celebración de un gol, luego había una cosa con bongos, con un ritmo que me perdí un poco en lo que estaba pasando, pero la gente lo estaba pasando bomba con esos tambores. Les dejo ver un poco el ambiente en el estadio. Ya se ve la familia de Frenkie, está saliendo del campo. El Frenkie mismo se está cambiando, entonces tardará un poco más en salir. That's some of Frenkie's family, his De Jong family. Speaking of De Jong, there's been a lot of people asking, is he related to this player? Because there are a lot of De Jongs around the world that play football. People are asking, is Frenkie related to him? No, he's got no famous footballing relatives. The thing is, De Jong is apparently the most common surname in Holland, or the Netherlands. About 90,000 of them, which is a lot. That's why there are so many players called De Jong around. It's like being called Smith or García. Estaba diciendo que mucha gente pregunta, porque hay muchos jugadores que se llaman De Jong que juegan en varios equipos del mundo, preguntando si Frenkie es familiar de alguno de ellos. No, lo que pasa es que De Jong es un nombre súper común en Holanda. De hecho, es el apellido más común de todo el país. 90.000 De Jonges hay. Es por eso que hay tantos De Jongs y ninguno es familiar de este jugador que vemos aquí en la imagen. Esto es en el Megastore, en la tienda anoche. Just letting you hear, you can hear it there in the background. That's the atmosphere in the Camp Nou. It's incredible. The MC's getting everyone singing the songs. There's a lot of tourists, obviously, this time of year, and he was doing a great job of saying the lyrics and getting the fans to try their best to get the Catalan words right. But we're seeing images from in the Camp Nou Megastore last night, and there's De Jong himself printing his own shirt. When he came the last time, he got himself a Messi shirt. I don't know whether he printed himself a Frenkie de Jong shirt back then. And here he's being shown around the Barca Museum with the trophies dating all the way back to 1899 when the club was founded. Aquí está en el museo del club, mirando los trofeos, las 5 copas de Europa. An image there of Leo Messi, and Leo Messi is somebody that Frenkie de Jong has spoken a lot about how excited he is to finally be playing alongside someone who he describes as one of his boyhood heroes. Last night he was saying, I'm happy to play with Messi, who I've always followed. Now my idol will be my teammate. That's incredible. He also said that Barca and Holland have always had great special connection, and I hope to follow in that tradition. I want to be one of the great Dutch players who have played at FC Barcelona. There's certainly been plenty of great Dutch players that have played for Barca over the years. Johan Cruyff, of course, is the #1 that we'll always remember, but there have been so many. One of my favourites, Patrick Kluivert, of course, Cocu, who I really enjoyed it when Cocu was playing for Barca, because apparently I look very much like him, and girls would come up to me asking for my autograph. It was incredible, and they were really disappointed when I told them I'm not Cocu. It was incredible. Here he is coming into the camp now for the first time. I wonder what's going through his head at that time. Now he's gone back into the into the megastore, so we're seeing these images again. You can hear in the background the MC, he's going wild now at the moment. He's doing a show the red, show the blue, and they've got these little red and blue placards that they have to hold up. They're going to get exhausted with all this heat. These are images from shortly earlier when we saw the two, De Jong and Bartomeu, signing the contract. We're just going to see those images again. Enjoy, because this is something that we were looking forward to for so long on social media. Everyone was going, announce De Jong, announce De Jong. And that was that wonderful tweet that we put out as a club, playing on that, because finally, yes, we did announce De Jong, and here he is, and now finally it's official. Of course, we've known it's been announced for quite some time, but now it is official. He's put pen to paper. Son imágenes de antes si están llegando, que esto sucedió hace unos 10-15 minutos. Es la firma del contrato. Ahí está Frenkie de Jong con el presidente, el presi, con Josep Maria Bartomeu, y con la nueva camiseta de la temporada que viene, la novedosa camiseta a cuadros. Y a la derecha, Eric Abidal, el secretario técnico, que él estará en la conferencia que sobre las 7:30 nos dicen más o menos tendremos la conferencia. Estaremos aquí para disfrutar de las primeras palabras del nuevo jugador del Barça. So here we are with images live from inside the camp now, where the atmosphere is building up somewhat, and the MC is doing an absolutely fantastic job of making sure of that, as if there was ever any doubt. All kinds of flags around the stadium, a lot of Colombian flags. He visto en la gradería hay muchas banderas de Colombia. No sé por qué hay tantos colombianos aquí, pero bienvenidos. Colombia, un país que yo tuve en la porra para ganar la Copa América. Yo tuve a Colombia y pues por desgracia pues no llegaron a la final, que como todos ustedes saben será el Brasil contra Perú este domingo, con Arthur y con Felipe Coutinho representando a nosotros en la final de la Copa América. Images here of the supporters inside the ground. We've all been given the Barca colours. There's the Barca red and blue, and the Catalan yellow and red. A lot of tourists in the ground as well, with flags of all their different countries. I was just saying, I noticed that there's an awful lot of Colombian flags for some reason. People from all around the world coming along and enjoying this chance to come into the Camp Nou and enjoy, A, being in the most amazing, glorious football stadium in the world, and B, being here for such a historic occasion to see Frenkie de Jong joining the club. César Suárez, Colombia, dice Colombia. Ahora van a cantar el himno del club. Vemos que cada vez más gente dentro del campo. It's getting fuller and fuller. More or less, the area that's been made available is pretty much packed. We'll be singing the Barca anthem. So there you can see an amazing atmosphere inside the Camp now as we await Frenkie de Jong to come out onto the field. There's somebody there with a Dutch shirt. I believe that's the iconic 1988 version. Van Basten and all that in 88 when Holland won the European Cup. Holland, of course, country famous for windmills, for clogs, for cheeses, and for not winning World Cup finals. But that's all going to change, isn't it, for them? It's all going to change on Sunday because Holland playing in the Women's World Cup final. And we're particularly excited about that because we've got Lieke Martens and Stephanie van de Gracht, if I got the pronunciation. They're playing in that. That's Holland against the US. So maybe Holland are finally going to get to win a World Cup final, and we'd love that because we've got two Barca girls playing in that game. Hopefully, Lieke Martens, she's been having some trouble with her toe. She only played the first half of the semi-final victory over Sweden. So fingers crossed that she's going to be okay to play in that game. She was speaking about that just a couple of days ago. Really upset that there's a chance she might have to miss the biggest game of her life. But hopefully she'll be there playing for Holland. And here's the US. Big day Sunday, of course. We're also at the Copa America final coming up. Peru against Brazil. Brazil represented, of course, by Arthur and Felipe Coutinho from Barca. If you're really brave, you can start. Well, it depends on where you are in the world. I mean, here in Europe, it means stay until 4 o'clock in the morning. But you've got the CONCACAF Gold Cup as well, which, surprise, surprise, it's the United States against Mexico. Mucho movimiento aquí en el túnel. Todavía no aparece Frenkie. Está cambiándose, está poniéndose el uniforme. Aquí está, aquí está, aquí está. Ladies and gentlemen, we present Frenkie de Jong. The 12th of May 1997. He's 22 years old, from the town of Gorinchem in the Netherlands. He's 1 metre 80, that's 5 foot 11 inches for those of you that use the Imperial system. He's a midfielder, he's a defensive midfielder, probably he can play as defender as well, but he also joins in the attack. He's not an out-and-out goal scorer, that's not his job. He's more of a Xavi Iniesta kind of holding midfielder. Played his youth football play all the way up through Willem. How do we say this? Willem 5, Willem 2, if someone Dutch can help me out on YouTube, that's where he played anyway. But then he moved to Ajax in 2015. Played for Jong Ajax. Went back on loan to Willem 2. He's played at Ajax for 2 main seasons that he played for them, of course, in that team that won the treble last year. Got all the way to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Was defied by Tottenham in the very last seconds of that incredible semi-final. And now he plays for FC Barcelona. Also a Netherlands international. He's only got 9 caps. That shows how young he is. He just made his breakthrough. In fact, he played his first game against Peru that we talked about earlier on. That was the first team that he played against. And here he is, wearing the Barca colours on the Camp Nou field. Welcome, Frenkie de Jong. Time to see his juggling skills. Got to cope with the nerves here. Some players cope with it better than others. Some, it can be quite embarrassing. He's done it. Well done, well done. It can be quite embarrassing when you only manage to keep the ball up a couple of times and it goes down. He's done well, he's done well. Frenkie de Jong, un nou talent for Barca, a new talent for Barca, greeting the fans delighted, excited. Look at them, there's a Dutch flag up there. I assume it's the Dutch flag. I always get the Dutch flag mixed up with the Russian flag, the Luxembourg flag, or very similar. I assume it is the Dutch one. Frenkie haciendo sus malabarismos con toda la calma del mundo. Algunos jugadores están más nerviosos que otros en esta situación, pero es muy joven, solo tiene 22 años, pero fíjate, no tiene ningún problema. Uy, no sé qué he hecho ahí con el pie, pero buen truco, me gusta. Uy, uy, uy. Hey, Frenkie, he's getting good, he's good. That's some of the best little juggling that we've seen in one of these presentations. Even a lot of Brazilians haven't dared to be quite as audacious as that with the old back heel. Benvingut de Jong, it says in the background. That's welcome. Benvingut, que pone ahí atrás. Esto es bienvenido. Y ahora salen los niños de FCB Escola a hacer un rondo, el típico rondo. La esencia del fútbol, como dice el maestro de ceremonias, el típico rondo, que dicen que fue el gran Johan Cruyff que lo introdujo al Barça, este sistema de hacer el rondo, ahora imitado en todo el mundo, pero inventado aquí en Can Barça. This training exercise introduced by Johan Cruyff to the club back when he was the manager. This typical rondo, which maybe he picked it, he originally learned it in Ajax, but it's certainly something that Barca has introduced to the world. This rondo, the typical exercise that I'm sure everybody around the world does now in warm-up, the sort of piggy in the middle exercise where somebody goes in the middle. A creation of Johan Cruyff, we are told. And well, de Jong being taking on the little boys there. It's quite a chaotic run though. This one is normally the ones on the outside that pass the ball around, but it's just the ones in the middle that are dribbling it. But they're having fun, they're loving it. Those kids are enjoying playing on the Camp Nou so much that they don't want de Jong to have the ball. They're really enjoying it. There we go, that's a proper rondo. They're passing it around the outside now. It's excruciatingly hot here at the moment in Barcelona. It really is so humid. There's the family watching on. There's his girlfriend, Nikki. This is the first time we've seen one of the first team players in action in the Camp Nou this season. So it's quite an exciting moment. The first game is going to be played in the Camp Nou, of course, is going to be in the Gamper, which, if you don't know, we're playing against Arsenal. That's on Sunday the 4th of August. The traditional pre-season friendly when the players are presented to the fans and everything. That's happening on the 4th of August. That's against Arsenal. Estaba diciendo, si ustedes no saben, que el Gamper este año ya tenemos rival, que va a ser el Arsenal. y juegan el 4 de agosto, el domingo el 4 de agosto. Esto va a ser el primer partido en el Camp Nou de la nueva temporada. Antes de esto van a ir a Japón. Tienen un partido con el Chelsea y un partido con el Vissel Kobe de la J-League, donde tenemos unos amigos que tenemos ganas de reencontrarnos, claro, con David Villa y con Andrés Iniesta, que juegan ahora en las filas del club japonés. Lovely moment saying goodbye to the players. I was just saying there in Spanish that Barca, of course, it all starts on the 23rd of July. We're going to Japan. This year we're going to Japan, we're playing Chelsea, and then we're playing Vissel Kobe, which is, of course, is where we're going to be meeting up with some good old friends of ours, with David Villa and Andres Iniesta. They're playing their football over there, so that's going to be a great occasion before coming back to Arsenal. And then it's off to the US. So those of you listening in from the US at the moment, we're looking forward to going there to play Napoli twice. We're playing Napoli first at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and then at the Michigan Stadium, the biggest stadium in America. That game also against Napoli on the 7th and the 10th of August, que estaremos en Estados Unidos. En agosto, el 7 de agosto, el 10 de agosto, dos partidos contra el Napoli en el Hard Rock de Miami y en el Michigan Stadium. Entonces Japón, luego aquí en Cataluña para el partido con el Arsenal, luego dos partidos en Estados Unidos y luego empieza torneos oficiales. So Frenkie signing the balls and then kicking them up into the stands. So some lucky people have got a wonderful keepsake to take away with them. There's another ball to pen. That guy with the moustache did a great job making sure that he knows what he's going to do. This one's going up the top there. Nicely kicked. There have been players in the past that have tried to kick the ball up and it's ended up on the lower stand. It can be a bit embarrassing. Frenkie's not going to do that, no problem at all. Straight up where it's supposed to be. Pick that one up, I don't know what happened there. People expecting, kick it my way, kick it my way. Here's marker pen, where's this ball going? Ready? Bang! Where's the ball? Up there somewhere. A new talent for Barca is what it says, or no talent for Barca. Certainly a talent, extraordinary player. He's only 22, one of the most talked about players in European football, so we're so delighted that he's coming here to join us. With his talent, at his age, he could become a Xavi or an Iniesta. That was Mark Overmars, says that. He's a beastly talent. He's really a player to keep an eye on, a very good player. He's the type of player that Barcelona needs, a player who's technically very gifted, works hard for the team and has a lot of talent. And that's what Barcelona is all about. That was Xavi said that. A player with whom this man has been compared on frequent occasions. He's loving this. This is, he said, everybody says it, and he said it last night. This is a dream come true. Players always say that when they sign for a new club. But we've got the evidence in this case. We've got the pictures of when he came not that long ago with the same girlfriend to the Camp Nou just as a tourist, took pictures, bought a Messi shirt, And who'd have imagined that so shortly after that he's coming back and he's doing it. The dream is coming true for him. In the disabled section as well, it's always an important part of these occasions as well, to make sure that everybody is involved, dealing with everything with immaculate professionalism, getting the selfies. A moment these young children are going to treasure for a very, very long time, I'm sure. Un momento que estos niños van a recordar durante muchísimo, muchísimo tiempo. Y lo que nosotros esperamos es solo el comienzo de algo grande, muy grande. La llegada de un club, de un jugador con tanto futuro, solo tiene 22 años, realmente solo lleva 2 temporadas en el fútbol de élite, jugando temporadas completas con el Ajax. Es que lo tiene todo por delante. Hace 2 años, pues nadie sabía quién era este jugador. En 2 años todo el mundo está hablando de él. Es uno de los jugadores que genera más expectación en el mundo. Y va a hablar, he's going to speak.
Hola a todos, gracias por estar aquí. Fisca Barça.
Hello, he said that in Spanish and in Catalan as well. That was pretty impressive.
In Barcelona, can you imagine how impressive is Camp Nou on a regular game?
Yeah, now it's already really impressive for me, so I'm looking forward to playing in the stadium.
Diu que se sent realment impressionat per tots vosaltres aquí a les grades i que té moltes ganes de jugar. So, Frenkie, before you are leaving, what was your feeling when you were dressing for the first time this Barça t-shirt?
When you put on the Barça jersey for the first time, of course you feel really proud, and I'm so happy to be here, and I can't wait to get started.
Ok, thank you. Gràcies a Frenkie de Jong, que diu que se sent molt orgullós de vestir els colors del Barça i que té tantes ganes per començar a jugar. Thank you, Frenkie. Thank you, Frenkie. A Magic Smile, un somriure màgic que portarà molta il·lusió aquí al Camp Nou. Gràcies, Frenkie! 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 Un aplaudiment pel Frenkie de Jong!
I have no idea how that guy's voice is still resisting. He's been shouting and screaming for about 2 hours, but his voice is still there. Ya las primeras declaraciones de Frenkie, que ha hablado del estadio, le he preguntado qué le parece el estadio. Que ya el ambiente es increíble. ¿Cómo imaginas que sería cuando está lleno para un partido? Y ha dicho, pues ya para mí ya es alucinante, esto es increíble y tengo unas ganas. Hablaba de su orgullo y le preguntó sobre el momento de ponerse el jersey por primera vez, que acaba de estar ahora, y está diciendo que va a decir, es un sueño hecho realidad. Es que no para de hacer selfies, eso es su propio teléfono, ¿no? Está haciendo sus selfies. Quite an amazing occasion, and our MC is still going strong, keeping the people on their feet and enjoying this. Now there's some people with a flag there. It's AS Arkle, ASV Arkle. Now I know that he's from originally a place called Oracle, and so I assume that those are some people from his hometown club that have come along to support him here on his first day. No hard feelings whatsoever from Ajax, incidentally, about this whole thing. You know, some clubs can be a bit bitter about losing their players. In fact, Ajax have hired a bus, I understand, and they took out a big one-page ad in the local newspapers. Barca enjoy the future like we do. It's painted all over a bus that's been driving around the city today. So no hard feelings at all from Ajax. They're wishing all the best to this player. You can see him kissing the crest there. Y vale la pena que explico esto en español también, porque es increíble. A veces hay mal sentimiento en los clubes cuando van sus jugadores a otro club. Pero en el caso del Ajax Amsterdam, para nada. Increíble que han sacado páginas completas en la prensa deportiva de aquí en Barcelona y también un autobús con el mensaje poniendo Barça disfruta del futuro como nosotros, deseando lo mejor al Barça, lo mejor para este jugador aquí. Ningún resentimiento ni nada, es que muy buen detalle por parte del Ajax. De Jong is the future of the midfield. We're getting God bless De Jong. We're getting, just having a look at De Jong is a very good player. Again, the messages are going through so fast that it's impossible. David says Spider-Man. I'm not sure what Spider-Man's got to do with anything. Is he Xavi? Is he Iniesta? Let's hope so. Bienvenido, Frenkie de Jong. De Jong, welcome to FC Barcelona. Ajax love Barcelona. De Jong, I kiss your heart. Hopefully he has a brilliant season for him and the rest of the squad. Un jugador con talento, tiene mucho futuro en el Barça. Lo siento que no estoy diciendo los nombres de la gente, pero es que pasan tan rápido. Es que nunca ha pasado esto antes, que los mensajes están pasando tan rápido que simplemente es imposible verlo todo. Vamos, De Jong. Best midfielder De Jong, Fuerza Barça. Somebody there says respect to the commentator. Thank you. Oh yeah, yeah, that person was good. I like you. Oh yeah, yeah. Insane player, has a lot of potential. Es un orgullo tener un jugador como el Frenkie aquí en el Barça. Somebody, yeah, it was. I was trying to find something because somebody says something about Arkle there, and you disappeared so quickly. But somebody was explaining to us something about AKV Arkle, which I'm keen to know about, because we've seen that some of the locals there have come along to see Frenkie on this day, and they're there with the flags. I'd really like to know something about who they are. These are images from inside the Auditori, which is where we're going to be listening to the media conference in, well, it was scheduled to start at 7:30. That's not going to happen, but it won't be long now until we're appearing here in the presence of Eric Abidal, the technical secretary. Cruyff will be proud, says somebody. Somebody's looking forward to seeing Frenkie and Arthur playing together. I certainly am. Imagine Messi walking right behind them. We've got a lot of Ajax fans sending in their messages. Arkle is his youth club, somebody said. Okay, yeah, I imagine that's from where he is, from Arkle, isn't it? I understood he played for, correct me on this, what's the correct pronunciation? Wilhelm II, Wilhelm II? But presumably that was where he played when he was very young. But it's great to see that people from that club have come along to wish him all the best on this great day. De Jong is a future Ballon d'Or. Well, let's hope so. Something about somebody in Los Angeles is gone. These messages are going so quickly. This is mad. De Jong, come on. I'm in Italia. Hi, Italia. Hello. The happiest. Welcome to Barcelona. A lot of people speaking of some from South Africa, Kianu from South Africa. Welcome, De Jong, Miska Barca. It's called Willem II. Thank you. Somebody, Willem II. Okay, Willem II is the correct pronunciation. That's the club where he played up through all the ranks before he joined Jong Ajax. Estas son imágenes en directo del Auditori. El Auditori es la sala aquí en el Camp Nou, está al lado del propio campo, y aquí es donde vamos a hacer la conferencia en directo dentro de, creo. Y están ensayando los videos que nos da nosotros la oportunidad de verlo también. I think they're just trying out the videos here in the conference room in the Auditori, which is where the media conference is going to happen in a short while. But it's a great chance for us to have a look at these pictures here of De Jong playing for Ajax. We're seeing goals being scored. That's not his primary objective. He's not a goal scorer. He's a midfielder, more of a defensive holding midfielder. He's got an incredible pass rate, 91% in all competitions last year. That's including the Champions League. 91% accuracy. That's the kind of stats that only people like Sergio Busquets and Xavi and Arthur can do. So what they mean about saying that this is a player with Barca DNA, that's become the kind of catchphrase over the last few years, but in this case it's so applicable. He's a player who you would imagine would fit so nicely into the team. A lot was said about Arthur in the same kind of way about a year ago. People were doubtful, but it's proved correct. So in De Jong's case it's the same. He's somebody who adapts so nicely to the style of the club. And that shows that what's happening with Eric Abidal, the rest of the technical secretaries, the technical team is working. They're picking players that really do adapt and work well as the Barca system. Just to remind you, if you need me to, the cost of the transfer fee, 75 million euros, is the biggest in Ajax history, I am told. And yet even so, probably a snatch in many ways. His market value, the experts say, is probably more like 90 million, so in a way, 75 million is a lot of money, but no, it's quite a, you could almost say it was a bargain. That's 75 million plus 11 million in add-ons. And the good news, also I understand that Willem II, when he joined Ajax, there was a clause in the contract that they would take 10% of any sell-on fee. So in fact, 10% of those 75 million would be going to Willem II. Great chance to see what happens in the Auditori before the moment. We're getting behind the scenes. This guy's doing a sound check, probably has no idea that there are thousands and thousands of you out there watching him. Let's hope he doesn't pick his nose or anything embarrassing. And there's the microphone. Press moving in to take their seats, of course. Plenty of international press here as well for this occasion. There's going to be plenty of Dutch reporters as well. I was impressed to see, as I'm sure you were as well, he does know a few phrases. It was in Spanish, and it was said with quite impressive fluency. The accent was very correct. So I'm not sure exactly what language the conference is going to be happening in. I was assuming that he'd be speaking in English, but maybe he speaks in Spanish, or he may be speaking in Dutch. If he speaks in Dutch, I might have a bit of a problem understanding most of what he says, but don't worry, we've got it all under control. Te estaba diciendo, es un poco incógnito en qué idioma va a hablar cuando empieza la rueda. Yo suponía que iba a hablar en inglés, pero de hecho ha dicho unas palabras en español antes, entonces a lo mejor puede comunicar en español o incluso en catalán, quién sabe. O también podría hablar en holandés. Si habla en holandés, pues perfecto para los holandeses, pero para la mayoría de nosotros vamos a tener un problema. Pero no se preocupe, tenemos un traductor listo que con el pinguillo ningún problema. Vamos a solucionarlo y vamos a intentar hacerlo para que todo el mundo entienda qué están diciendo Frenkie de Jong en su primera conferencia oficial como jugador del FC Barcelona. So, we've seen the Camp Nou. There's an extraordinary atmosphere. The Camp Nou, I can tell you, is now emptying out. The moment is over. Frenkie has given his presentation, and now he's making his way down to the auditori, where he's going to be appearing for a media conference in the presence of Eric Abidal, fielding questions from the media. Que en el Camp Nou pues lo ha terminado y dentro de poco pues Frenkie va a aparecer aquí en el auditorio 2899 y y aquí estamos mirando los preparativos dentro de la sala, esperando la entrada del jugador holandés. Comments in Dutch coming through on YouTube. I'd love to read them out, but I don't understand what they mean, so it's probably a safer bet if I don't, just in case. Ezra observing that it's typical FIFA music in the background.
Every star you see at night,
We're enjoying it.
it's falling for everyone. Every diamond lights a sky for you.
Michael Boulter, he reckons that Ajax bought De Jong for only €1 from Valencia.
It's a new day for everyone. Just begin again. Just begin again.
I don't know if that's true or not,
Begin again.
but the 10% buyout sell-on clause has certainly worked out fairly well for them.
Just begin again. Just begin again. Just begin again.
Ahmad from Indonesia. I love you. Fernando. Hi, everyone.
Begin again. You know it takes you so high. Just begin again.
So now you can see images again of the events that we've just seen in the camp. Look at those flags waving. Look at those flags waving. It's extraordinary.
Many cars
It's a pretty impressive juggling by Frenkie de Jong.
running through my head. See the fire
Very good. Not one mistake.
dancing in the rain. So just still your lines, the air will take you higher.
His football is as solid as his juggling. We're going to enjoy having this. But this is when he was playing with the lads from the academy.
Are we here to believe
Really nice touch that we put into the presentations. It's been going on for about a year or two now. But they come out and appear with some of the young kids. It's a good testimony of the way this club works with children, the children all the way up from the youngest ages that are taught the Barca system. They're part of it. It's all part of the Barca DNA. So it's quite fitting that the presentations also involve the children from the academy, because they're part of the club, a very important part of the club as well. And if there's only one club that's comparable to Barca in terms of their academy, then of course that's Ajax. And Ajax and Barca, of course, two clubs that are very blood brothers.
nothing be the same. Real desire for all you want to change. So just still your lines, the air will take you higher. Close your eyes, it takes you
Jacob Franco reckons that Frankie's the next Busquets.
living life right on the wire.
So right, because a lot of people saying he's the next Xavi or the next Iniesta. Why not the next Busquets as well? There's a guy here saying, "Bro, I love you, commentator. Can you say my name, please?" You don't say your name, which is "Oh yeah yeah." If your name is "Oh yeah yeah," then there you go. I've just said your name.
Just begin again. Just begin again. Just begin again. You know it, just begin
And Cass Buckens is asking how long do we have to wait. We don't know. We don't know, but from experience, it's not going to be much longer. All hail King Jong, says Nitin Singh. De Jong, welcome to Camp Nou, Barca family. That's from Zimri Hakip. Ruben is saying you should show De Jong's goal against FC Utrecht. I haven't seen it. Hopefully we are going to get to see that goal, and if not, I'll certainly be looking it up on YouTube afterwards. De Jong's goal against FC Utrecht.
today.
Nice tip, I like it.
Day for everyone. Just begin again. 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 Just begin again.
Pues sí, mensajes llegando desde todo el mundo aquí en YouTube y Justin me dice si alguien habla hispano, pues intentaremos hablar un poco para ustedes también, porque sabemos que no solo en Cataluña, en España, sino en todo Latinoamérica también tenemos un montón de gente que nos está escuchando y que no entiende cuando hablo gringo. Pero estaba mirando los mensajes aquí en YouTube mientras esperamos la llegada de Frenkie, que va a aparecer aquí, y la mayoría están en inglés, entonces estoy contestando en inglés. Pero la gente con mucha emoción, la gente está súper emocionada y hablando de un gol, dijo alguien, un gol que marcó de Jong contra Utrecht. Admito que yo no sé qué pasó en ese gol, pero según un usuario aquí vale mucho la pena mirar ahora el gol de Jong contra Utrecht. Lo recomiendo. Y también alguien dijo que el Willem 2, que es el club donde jugaba antes, el Willem 2, se ve que gracias a un usuario, pues ahora sé que es el Willem 2, ahora siendo un auténtico holandés, pues vendió de Jong al Ajax por €1. Yo no sé si esto es cierto o no. Pero también sé que en la cláusula del contrato ponía que si lo vendiese, pues un 10% iría al Willem 2. Entonces de los 75.000, pues un 10% son 7,5 millones que se queda en el Willem 2, así que no está nada mal el negocio para ellos tampoco. Insisto que son 75 millones más 11 millones en variables, que esto según cuántos partidos juegas, según si ganan ciertos torneos, etcétera, etcétera. Pues son los variables, pero fijos es 75 millones. Ragnar Sharma, welcome Frankie. Jose, pues welcome De Jong. Ricky Andrian is asking how long a game? We don't know how long, we don't know. It's all happening behind the scenes. We're as expectant as you are, but it can't be long now. Normally it takes about 20 minutes or so to get through, so don't worry too much. Black Wizard there, Netherlands. Sound OKLM, Meskel Club. But most of you are asking what time the presentation begins. The presentation is over. You missed it. Hopefully we'll get to show some highlights again. But the presentation in the stadium, that's over. We've seen the images, we've seen the contract being signed. It's official now. The pen has been put to paper. President Bartomeu was there as well. He had to sign the papers too. That's all done. And he's appeared in the stadium. We had live images that we were enjoying here earlier on. We saw some fantastic juggling. We saw all kinds of fun. Very, very hot, but the fans enjoying it, singing the anthem. We saw Frenkie booting balls up into the stands and lots of lucky fans going home with signed balls. Some great interaction with all the different fans in the stadium. Frenkie here with his family, his girlfriend's here, his parents are here, his brother here, and some other people who I don't know who they are, but I'm sure they're more than welcome. He's brought a whole entourage of people with him here on this special day, the day that he officially becomes an FC Barcelona player. And there's only one thing left now, and that's well, there's a lot left. He's got a whole season of football left, but for the moment, for today, he's got his media conference, and then he can go off and enjoy some tapas. But he's got to do the media conference, and we're waiting for you, Frankie. We're waiting for you, Frankie. Of course, we're waiting for the rest of the team to come back, and then it's off to Japan, back here for the Gamper, and then it's off to the US. And it's such a shame that we're not going to LA this year, because of course at LA he could have gone to Hollywood and we could have had so much fun with the Frenkie Goes to Hollywood thing. But no, not going to LA, we're not going to that part of the world. Yo estaba diciendo que nos vamos a Japón, nos vamos a Estados Unidos, y estamos en Estados Unidos, pero no vamos a Los Ángeles este año, no vamos a estar en Hollywood, porque sería súper guapo poder decir que Frenkie goes to Hollywood. Pues ya ven ustedes, estamos aquí esperando en el auditorio. Frenkie, ¿dónde estás? Le estamos esperando. Que dentro de muy poco tendremos la conferencia, que estamos aquí para intentar combinar todas las lenguas, que va a ser un laberinto lingüístico como suelen ser estas ocasiones, pero haremos todo lo que podamos para que los que son de habla hispana y los que hablan inglés, que todos entendemos. The guy here says, I want to play for FC Barcelona. I'm sure we'd all love to play for FC Barcelona, but only a few people can actually get that, and Frenkie is one of the lucky ones. Guillermo says, I'm Brazilian. Someone from another country talks to me. Yeah, we'll talk to you. Good luck. Good luck on Sunday in the Copa America final, and los peruanos también. Good luck to you as well. All kinds of emoticons. The fire one seems very popular. The fire on fire emoticon seems to be all over the place. Lots of happy, smiley people. The guy here says he's from Georgia in Europe. That's great. Great to know about you. Sohaib Sanan, maravilloso talento de este muchacho, increíblemente hábil en el baile, perfecto heredero de Busquets, muy feliz de tenerlo. Heredero de Busquets, ¿qué? ¿Estás diciendo algo? Es que Busquets todavía tenemos para rato, pueden jugar juntos los dos. Hussein, when will the presentation begin? We don't know, we're still waiting, but it shouldn't be too long. Juan Pablo, ¿ya saltó al campo? Pues sí, ya saltó al campo. Pero en YouTube seguro que se puede rebobinar y ver las imágenes otra vez. Y es que sí, ya ha saltado, ya ha hecho todo esto, ya ha firmado el contrato. Ahora estamos aquí esperando la conferencia, que empezará dentro de muy poco. Lasana, hello FC Barcelona. I hope De Jong will do what we want. Yes, we all hope so. Walter is saying Ajax bought De Jong for only €1 from Valencia. Apparently so, yes, that's what people are saying. I never knew about that story, so thank you for filling us in on those details. Paoli Nouri says he is a fantastic boy. Clement, merci Frenkie pour ton choix du Barça. Bit of French there as well. Oh yeah, he's written again, and just he's got his name. I love you, commentator. Can you say my name, please? Farhan. 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 Great.
Many colors running through my head. See the fire dancing in the rain. So just feel your
A lot of buzzing and movement around the door down there.
close your eyes, it takes you
So it can't be long now until Frenkie comes out. Change of angle there from, I think is that Eric Abidal down there. So it's happening. There's movement any moment now. They're going to be coming out. Agnesh, I am Iron Man. Are you indeed? And Ross just asks, is this real? Yeah, it's real.
just begin again. Just begin again.
There's some images from the other way. You can see the press guys sitting there with their
Just begin again.
computers. There's indeed Eric Abidal, the technical secretary. He's taken a seat. which is unusual. We normally have some different seats there for them to sit on, but there's no seats there, so he's going to be standing on his own. But I'm sure that Mr. Abidal will have some words to say. Adamu, highly welcome, Frenkie.
For all you want to change, so just still your lies, the air will take you higher. Close your eyes, it takes you farther from the ground, but we're all living life right on the wire.
And there you go at last, Frenkie. He's gone and got changed. He's got his suit on. He's taking a little seat down there. So we're now getting ready for the presentation. We've got someone in-house who's going to do a little, say a few words before.
Tom, en primer lloc, gràcies a tots i a totes per la vostra assistència i benvinguts a la presentació oficial de Frenkie de Jong com a nou jugador del Futbol Club Barcelona. Ja el tenim aquí, ja el tenim a l'auditori, l'acabem de veure al Camp Nou amb gairebé 20.000 persones que l'han ovacionat, però ara el tenim a l'auditori, el podrem sentir, el podrem veure
there were about 20,000 people in the stadium for that presentation.
Welcome in Barcelona. Espero haver-ho dit bé en holandès. Welcome in Barcelona. We wish you the best. I ara el que vull és convidar el president del Futbol Club Barcelona, el senyor Josep Maria Bartomeu, el protagonista del moment, Frenkie de Jong, aquí a l'escenari, perquè ens adreçaran les seves primeres paraules. Moltes gràcies.
So inviting to the stage Josep Maria Bartomeu, President of FC Barcelona, and this young Dutchman here, I think you know all about him, doesn't need no introduction. Well, neither does Mr. Bartomeu either, really.
Bona tarda de nou, avui ens hem vist abans. Bé, avui és un dia molt especial per tots nosaltres, per tots els culers. Donant la benvinguda a un nou jugador, Welcome Frenkie. El Frenkie de Jong, doncs, ve a Barcelona, ve al Barça. És un d'aquests moments emocionants, aquells moments emotius que cada pretemporada ens passa, però avui jo crec que és d'un jugador molt especial. Avui ve i arriba un jugador molt especial, un jugador molt desitjat, un jugador en el qual el Barça ha treballat moltíssim perquè pogués arribar aquest dia. No ha estat fàcil el fitxatge del Frenkie, hem d'explicar-ho, és un fitxatge que molts clubs europeus volien que el Frenkie anés al seu club, però sí que vull dir una cosa, i és que el Frenkie des del primer minut va tenir clar que el seu club era el Barça i va fer molts esforços perquè això així fos, tant nosaltres com ell. També vull agrair avui a l'Ajax, el seu club on ve ara, a l'Ajax, amb el qual tenim una relació excel·lent i que a més avui he vist una gran campanya mediàtica a Barcelona de l'Ajax. Bé, això és bo, això és bo perquè vol dir que en el món del futbol les relacions són com han de ser i que evidentment que Frenkie de Jong, el millor jugador de l'Ajax, vingui aquí amb nosaltres, sigui també per ells un motiu d'alegria. Jo crec que el Frenkie és un jugador que encaixa perfectament en aquesta visió del futbol que tenim nosaltres, de l'afició del joc.
He's been talking about what a special day this is, a particularly special signing. We've worked very hard to bring him here, very proud to have him at the club because a lot of other European clubs were competing for Frenkie de Jong, but Frenkie de Jong was always clear that he wanted to come to Barca. And also he was thanking Ajax and speaking about the excellent relationship they have and the media campaign that's been happening in the city as well.
Portem molts anys d'entrenadors holandesos, de jugadors holandesos, que aquí han fet molta petjada, han deixat petjada. Jo crec que avui el Frenkie comença, jo crec, una nova era amb ell, amb un jugador en el qual tenim tota la confiança de com és ell, de com juga. Per tant, per nosaltres
his role as a midfielder and how he's got the Barca DNA, and particularly speaking about the relationship between FC Barcelona and Holland, there's such a mutual understanding and a mutual respect, and there's been such a history of Dutch players and coaches at the club.
És un jugador que l'hem vist al llarg d'aquests darrers anys amb la seva nòvia, amb la Miki, que han vingut moltíssim al Camp Nou, han vist partits des de la graderia i now you will see not the matches only in the stadium, you will see it in the pitch. So ara estarà al terreny de joc, que no el volem tenir, en el Frenkie. Per tant, orgullosos de que vingui aquí.
How he's been to the stadium with his girlfriend several times in the past. He's a real Barça fan.
I, bueno, jo vaig conèixer el seu pare a Amsterdam fa molts mesos i vaig trobar amb ell un cruifista, una persona que viu i porta l'esperit d'en Jong dintre seu, com el Barça ho és. No deixem de ser nosaltres també un club que som hereus d'aquest Ajax, i com hereus d'aquest Ajax que som, ens som orgullosos de tenir la relació bona com tenim amb ells, però també que un de les seves estrelles, la més gran estrella de l'Ajax, pugui aterrar aquí al Camp Nou i que faci el que esperem.
He described Barca very much as heirs to the Ajax system, that we owe a lot to the Ajax club, and this is a further example of that.
Però sí que vull mirar amb dades, és el 23è jugador holandès que lluirà la seta del Barça.
23rd.
Per tant, això dona peu i dona una mica aquesta dimensió del que és l'Holanda i el Barça, de quina manera l'Holanda i Barça anem molt lligats. Ara vull que parli ell, que és el protagonista d'avui, i donar-li la benvinguda. Frenkie, thank you very much for accepting coming to Barcelona, i crec que a partir d'ara veureu que tenim un jugador que és un extraordinari jugador, però que a més, sobretot, és una gran persona.
An excellent player, but also an excellent person.
Hola a todos, estoy muy feliz y orgulloso de estar aquí. Tengo ganas de empezar.
Very happy to be here and very proud and looking forward to starting in perfect Spanish.
Gracias, señor president. Gracias, Frenkie. Haremos ahora unas fotografías oficiales de este acto de presentación con la camiseta, amb la samarreta del primer equip del Barça, aquesta samarreta per la temporada 2019-2020, que ja té la incorporació de Frenkie de Jong.
There you go, there's an official photograph there that they're taking. There was a moment then they were standing so still. I wasn't sure, is this a photograph? Or are we still watching the video? They're doing it again. Wow, they're very good at standing still.
Sí?
So, that's the official photograph. That's the picture that's going to be appearing all over the Catalan, Spanish, Dutch press as well. And now we've got a video to enjoy. Let's see if that famous goal against Utrecht appears.
Va meravellar a Europa, va marcar una etapa a l'Ajax i ara està destinat a marcar època al Barça, migcampista de talent, de classe, de gran visió de joc. Aquest és Frenkie de Jong, nou jugador del Barça.
Davant Johan Cruyff, un referent de l'estil Barça. A la seva esquerra, Ronald Koeman. Fou l'autor del gol més important de la nostra història. Ara ens complau mostrar-li en exclusiva un altre artista de l'escola holandesa que vestirà a blaugrana. Frenkie de Jong, un nou talent pel Barça.
Just begin again. You know it, just begin again. 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 You know it takes you so high. Just begin again.
Un nou talent per al Futbol Club Barcelona que presentem aquest divendres, tarda de juliol. Convido de nou a l'escenari al president Josep Maria Bartomeu, a Frenkie de Jong, però també convido al secretari tècnic, Eric Abidal. Aquí sentirem
They've suddenly put some chairs there, so that's explained that mystery. Now they're going to sit on the chairs. Also Frenkie de Jong, and of course also Eric Abidal, who traditionally sits on the right for these occasions and traditionally speaks first.
Destacada, enorme incorporació.
Qui parla primer? ¿L'Eric? Eric.
Bueno, muy buenas tardes. Antes de presentar a Frenkie, me gustaría decir algunas palabras por Jordi Mestre, que normalmente tenía que estar aquí. Pues darle las gracias de parte de toda la secretaria técnica por la confianza, ¿no?, que siempre nos ha dado. Una gran persona, un chico muy profesional, muy transparente, nos ayudó mucho. Lástima que no esté aquí con nosotros, pero hoy yo creo que tenemos que tener un pensamiento por él, porque siempre ha estado con nosotros, con el club de hace muchos años, y yo creo que merecía estar aquí con nosotros hoy. Para hablar de Frenkie, pues yo creo que mucha gente aquí lo conoce, un jugador holandés de 22 años, una calidad técnica, física impresionante. Yo creo que lo demostró el año pasado con su equipo. Un jugador que es capaz de jugar de pivote, pero también de interior. Una capacidad de adaptarse, ¿no?, al juego, dar una velocidad al juego, unos pases largos, cortos, muy precisos. Un jugador decisivo, un jugador con mucha calma con el balón, temporiza muy bien el juego, y a partir de ahí, pues para nosotros pues era un jugador clave para encajar aquí en el Barça.
He has some words for Jordi Mestre, the Vice President, who resigned this week, and thanked him for that. And he's speaking about what a skillful player he is, his fitness.
Barcelona will be your home. Feel free to ask to the President, and all the best.
Okay, thank you.
And he can play in a variety of different roles in midfield. He's very quick. He's accurate. He's calm. He's calculated on the ball. He fits in perfectly into the club system.
Com sempre, tenim un límit de temps per una qüestió d'agenda també del jugador. Hauríem de posar 20-25 minuts al punt i final. Una pregunta per torn. Escolliu el protagonista al qual voleu preguntar.
Just speaking to the press about the protocol for asking questions, also apologising for the 20-minute delay.
Hola, una pregunta pel Frenkie, Àngels Prieto, de Barça TV. Com ha explicat el president del Barça, tenies moltes ofertes, molts equips d'Europa volien la teva incorporació. Què et va fer decidir-te pel Futbol Club Barcelona?
Why did you decide to come to Barça? ¿Por qué decidiste venir al Fútbol Club Barcelona?
No, it has always been my dream as a kid to play for Barcelona one day. So when they were really serious about me, and when they told me a plan where I believed in, then the choice was easy for me.
Siempre era mi sueño jugar con este equipo, entonces fue una elección muy fácil.
Què tal? Ramon Salmorri, en directe al Tot Costa de Catalunya Ràdio. La meva pregunta és pel president Bartomeu i ve a tom del comunicat de l'Atlètic de Madrid, en el que ha mostrat la seva més enèrgica repulsa a les declaracions que ha fet vostè avui sobre les negociacions amb Griezmann.
Very unhappy about a comment that Mr. Bartomeu made earlier on today.
Doncs que avui estem presentant a frenkie de Jong i que proper cop que surti i em compareixi ja li respondré, però ara no.
Un comentario sobre que salió del Atlético de Madrid, estaba molesto con algo que dijo.
De Frenkie de Jong no serán respuestas.
Pero insiste que solo quiere hablar de Frenkie de Jong en este momento.
Les preguntes d'aquesta roda de premsa són única i exclusivament per Frenkie de Jong. Qualsevol altra qüestió no serà resposta en aquesta roda de premsa. Gràcies.
He's just clarifying the questions here only about de Jong, please.
No sé si ja saps quin dorsal lluiràs, atès que fins ara sempre has estat el número 21 i si t'agradaria...
You've worn 21. What number will you wear at Barça? ¿Qué número llevarás?
Yeah, 21 is a special number for me. I've always played with it at Ajax and I feel comfortable with it. But we have to see what the number is going to be.
El 21 es un número que siempre ha sido muy especial para mí. Me ha gustado en el Ajax, pero hay que ver qué número llevo.
Welcome, benvingut, Frenkie. Vens a un club on té molta tradició d'holandesos, amb un dels pares segurament futbolístics del Barça, que és el
La
Johan Cruyff.
tradición holandesa, the Dutch tradition.
Holandesos. No sé si ets conscient de tot el que han representat la gent holandesa per la història del Barça i quina petjada esperes deixar tu al Camp Nou.
¿Qué tipo de marca espera dejar aquí en el Camp Nou tú como holandés? What kind of legacy do you hope to leave at the club?
I think you were talking about the former Dutch players in Barcelona and all those things. No, of course, I think Holland and Barcelona always had a great connection. Of course, because of the philosophy of Johan Cruyff, especially Ajax and Barcelona, they want to play a similar way. And yeah, for me, that's great, of course.
El Ajax y el Barça siempre juega de la misma manera, mucho tiene que ver con Johan Cruyff y por eso pues le encanta.
Puesto en la presentación hace escasos minutos, se te ha visto jugando en posiciones adelantadas, es decir, llegando al área rival, pero también sacando el balón jugado desde el área propia. No sé dónde te ves tú ahora mismo en este Barça y un poco con qué compañeros un poco dentro de esta zona del medio.
Position-wise, where do you expect to play and which particular players do you expect to link up with?
With who I'm playing on the field. I think all the players in the squad are really talented. For me, the best position will be somewhere on the midfield. I don't prefer like a holding midfield or attacking midfield. It doesn't matter for me. I just want to be in the starting 11, and with who it is, that it's up to the trainer.
Como pivote, como exterior, a mí no me importa. Si está en el centro del campo, más o menos, pues yo estoy feliz.
Si has tenido la oportunidad de hablar con el entrenador, con Ernesto Valverde, ¿qué te ha dicho? Y si tienes algún referente, algún jugador del Barça que hayas seguido y que te guste cómo ha jugado y que tú le
to Ernesto Valverde,
que él.
And do you have any particular hero at Barça, any role model?
No, I did not speak to Valverde yet. It will come when I arrive at the club. Yeah, I don't have a player who I want to be. I'm just Frenkie de Jong, and I think that's the thing.
No he hablado con él todavía. Cuando llega, pues sí que hablaremos. Como referente, pues nadie en especial. Yo soy Frenkie de Jong.
Radio 1. You already spoke before about the special relationship between the Dutch players and Barcelona. Could you explain us a bit more? You're number 20 arriving here after Johan Cruyff. It must be very special for you. Describe it a bit better for us. How is this special? What does it mean for you to be here?
Es un holandés que nos explique mejor cómo sientes. Iba a contestar en holandés.
Nee, voor mij is het natuurlijk heel speciaal dat ik bij Barcelona mag tekenen. Ik heb er altijd van gedroomd als jonge jongen. Nederland en Barcelona hebben natuurlijk een speciale connectie, vooral door Johan Cruyff, denk ik. En nee, ik ben hartstikke trots dat ik hier mag tekenen.
Estoy muy orgulloso de poder firmar aquí.
Hi, Frenkie.
I'm very proud to have signed for this club.
Welcome, benvingut. Did you hesitate at any stage of the process to become a Barcelona player in the future? Because it seems that some moments you were going to Paris, then you're here, and you said before you haven't talked to Valverde yet. Have you talked to Matthijs de Ligt in the last days?
¿Tenías dudas con el PSG, por ejemplo, antes de venir aquí? ¿Y has hablado con Matthijs de Ligt?
Who were interested in me. I think that's a normal process you go through. When a club is interested, you first your agent is going to talk to them, and then you're going to talk to them yourself, and then you're thinking about the options, what's the best for me. And after all, Barcelona came to me. They convinced me. They did it really good. They had a good plan. So. And then after all, when all the clubs, the clubs you're talking to, they're having a good plan with you, I think then for me the decision was easy to go for Barcelona.
Pues es normal que los agentes van hablando con diferentes clubes y vas mirando las opciones, pero cuando llegó al Barça, pues su plan me gustó desde el principio, que lo montaron muy bien.
¿Has intentado convencer a tu compañero Matthijs de Ligt de que venga contigo a Barcelona?
Another question about Matthijs de Ligt, his ex-colleague.
I was expecting this question, but no, of course I would be happy to see him here, but it's not up to me to say something about it. I think he has time to think about it, and he has to make the decision himself with his family, and his agent. So we will see where he goes.
Por supuesto, me gustaría que llegara aquí, pero tendrá que hablar con su familia, con su agente. Es su decisión, no la mía.
From goal.com, to your right. Hello. To your right. Hello. How are you? Congratulations for your arrival. I wanted to ask you about your friend Matthijs de Ligt. Do you miss him today here beside of you? Thank you.
Si echas de menos a Matthijs de Ligt.
Frenkie de Jong. Ho hem dit repetidament. Hem admès una, no cal fes una altra si vols. Utilitza un altre torn per una altra pregunta. Gràcies.
Está diciendo que estamos aquí para hablar de Frenkie de Jong. no de otros
I wanted
jugadores.
to ask you about your feelings when you beat Real Madrid in the last Champions League. I guess that someone from Barcelona has congratulated you for that game.
¿Cómo te sientes haber ganado al Real Madrid
Yeah,
la
of course, we
temporada
were really
pasada?
happy that we knocked out Madrid because we went through to the quarterfinals, and because of, I think it was a big surprise to everyone in Europe. And of course, all the people from Barca congrats me with the win. The president called me right after the game, and no, it was really nice.
Pues por supuesto, porque pasaron a cuartos y la gente del Barça, hasta el presidente, está bromeando, hasta el presidente me llamó después del partido. Creo que es una broma.
Me gustaría preguntarte por, dada tu posición en la mitad de cancha, la competencia va a ser muy interesante. Está Arturo Vidal, está Sergio Busquets, está Iván Rakitic, Sergi Roberto también, en fin, va a haber una competencia muy interesante en la mitad de cancha. ¿Cómo analizas a estos jugadores y cómo la ves? Va a nivelar para arriba seguramente esta competencia, ¿no?
He was speaking about the players that he's going to have in his midfield, the competition for places. So
I think it's normal when you move to a club like Barcelona that there's a lot of competition. All the best players of the world are playing here, so I think that's a normal thing. I just have to show on the field, on the training, in the games that I'm a good player and that I deserve it to be in the starting 11, and then it's up to the coaches who's going to play.
La competencia es normal en un club como el Barça. Tendré que hacer bien los entrenos y luego el entrenador decide quiénes son los 11 que juegan.
Has comentat que era fàcil per tu venir al Barça perquè sempre ho havies desitjat, però que evidentment hi havia molts clubs que estaven interessats en fitxar-te, però en quin moment vas dir vull anar al Barça, o sigui, ja està.
Other clubs contacted you, but at what moment did you think, Barça, I'm going to Barça? ¿En qué momento decidiste yo sí, el Barça?
No, at that time it was a hard time actually, because all the clubs are telling you things, and at some point you don't even see all the things anymore. But at one moment, the president and all the guys of the board came to Holland for a surprise, and then in that meeting they really convinced me to move to Barcelona. So all the credits to
que es muy difícil porque a veces no ves las cosas claras porque hay tanta confusión, tantos clubes que vienen. Por un momento que llegó la directiva del Barça, me sorprendieron en el Ajax un día, y esto es cuando pensé, sí, este es el club para mí.
No, I can't share all the things he said to me, but let's say that they told me that I have a lot of confidence in me. They trust that they think that I'm going to be a key player for Barca in the future, and that I can be able to do great things now. So, yeah, I think it's a bit of the story. I cannot tell everything, of course, but I think that's a bit.
No puedo hablar de todo lo que me dijeron aquel día, pero hablaron de lo que yo puedo hacer para el futuro del Barça.
Que els jugadors vinguin o pugin. Per tant, aquí hi ha molta gent que ha treballat, i Eric, a part també el Jordi Mestre, que no està aquí, també va treballar molt amb tots nosaltres. Per tant, som un equip, no som un només. Aquí treballem aquí.
It's not just one. We work as a team here. There's a lot of us. Somos muchos. Trabajamos en equipo aquí para convencer y para traer jugadores de calidad.
Je had je vast iets voorgesteld bij de presentatie op het veld. Was dat net zo mooi als in je dromen, of misschien nog mooier?
I will answer in Dutch because it's a Dutch newspaper. Nee, het was echt, het was fantastisch. Het was wel mooi dan ik me nog had voorgesteld. Als je het veld opkomt en je hoort de mensen al je
in Dutch about the presentation, and he's saying that he really enjoyed it, having all the fans chanting your name like that. I really enjoyed myself out there, and I just can't wait for the football to start.
For Sport Interativo Brazil, I want to ask you said that you were excited to play with Messi. Sorry. If playing with him has a weight that you can to be here, and if you imagine yourself playing with him, how do you think that you can help him in the pitch? Thank you.
¿Cómo puedes trabajar con Messi en el campo?
I'm going to play with him, but I'm looking forward to play with the whole squad. I think all the players are really talented. Not only Messi, of course, he's the best, but yeah, we will see how it's going to work out on the field. I think it's difficult to say some things about it now.
Messi no es el único jugador en el equipo, que todos son buenos.
Hola, buenas tardes. Jordi Blanco.
Vamos a ver cómo encajamos en el campo.
Cuando te convenció el Barcelona en el mes de enero, cuando viajó el presidente a Ámsterdam para reunirse contigo, ¿fue simplemente un aspecto deportivo de confianza, incluso sabiendo que podías perder dinero eligiendo al Barça por encima de otros clubes?
Asking about when the president went to see him, and perhaps Barca weren't offering as much money as other clubs, but perhaps it was, you were impressed by the trust.
We only talked about football. When I'm in a meeting, I never talk about money or things like that. I leave it to my agent. I think it's not up to me to talk about those things. So it was only football.
Le gustó porque no le gusta hablar del dinero, esas cosas. Estas cosas son para la gente. Y cuando se reunió con la directiva del Barça, solo hablaban de fútbol. Y eso es lo que le gustaba.
Quería preguntarte, el año que debutó Johan Cruyff, ganamos 0-5 en el Bernabéu y ganamos la Liga. El año que debuta Frenkie de Jong, ganaremos 0-5 en el Bernabéu y ganaremos la Liga.
Johan Cruyff debuted and Barca won 5-0 at the Bernabéu and won the league. So is the same going to happen with De Jong?
I was going to say that we're going to win in Bernabéu with 0-5, but I think Barca is doing great in Clásicos the last year, so I hope we will continue that.
No voy a prometer un 5-0 en el Bernabéu, pero Barça está haciendo muy bien en los clásicos últimamente y espero que las cosas sigan así.
David Bernabéu Deportes 4, bienvenido. Dime la verdad, desde que sabes que jugarás con Messi, ¿cuántas veces te has levantado por las noches sin dormir?
Since you found out you're going to play with Messi, how many sleepless nights have you had?
No, of course I'm really happy that I'm going to play with him, what I said earlier. I never get up at night because of no, what I said, I'm looking forward to it and can't wait to get started.
No, por supuesto que tengo ganas, pero esto de levantarme durante la noche, pues
Donarem
tampoco...
per finalitzada la rueda de prensa. Muchas gracias, Frenkie. Muchas ganas de verte, las mismas que tienes tú de empezar. Gràcies a tots, gràcies president, Erika Vidal, a tots vosaltres. Bona tarda i fins la propera.
She was saying thank you to everybody. Thank you to Mr. Bartomeu, thank you to Mr. Abidal, and of course, thank you to Mr. De Jong. And that's it. Thank you to all of you out there in YouTube world, out there in Facebook world, and they've been watching us on the FC Barcelona website. Frenkie de Jong, now an official FC Barcelona player. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. Have a wonderful time. All the best. Goodbye.
Perfecte, moltes gràcies Àngels Prieto i De Jong, que no ha perdut el seu llibre i què suposa a la vegada el món dels futbols.
Aquesta roda de premsa, 100 i escaig periodistes avui acreditats per ser en aquesta jornada, 123 per ser en aquesta jornada de Frenkie de Jong com a ja nou jugador del Barça. És evident que ha estat una roda de premsa en també altres temes, tot i que s'ha intentat que avui fos de presentació i ara ja sí que gaudir-lo i esperar el moment que comenci a jugar la pilota.
Tenim ganes de moment.